Welcome to Enshrouded. Cozy building time when my medieval village. Working on my round windmill again today. As you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress on it since last time I was with you guys in game. Pretty happy with how it's turning out. So I'm starting to do more detailing. I have the majority of the structure done, and I've gotten way more into learning how windmills work in medieval times than I ever knew. It's been very interesting. I like learning stuff about how things actually worked so I can try and make it more accurate. Today I'm going to be putting some curved stairs here. I just threw these stairs here as a quick way to get in and out. But I want these stairs to actually be curving around the wall, coming to the front, up against the wall. So I'm going to work on that and show you what else I've gotten done inside. I went ahead and replaced the temporary stairs in here with a curved stair that's going up to the second floor. Did y'all see me put the flower in here? I think you did. I think I might change this though. I used snow to be the flower, but it's very white. It's more like flour nowadays. I think that flour back then wasn't really that white. It was more like whole wheat grain, right? Even had little pebbles and stuff in it. And then this is the next floor up where it actually gets ground. I moved this ladder and handle and stuff to this side from the other side to open the chute because it just made more sense to me than being right next to the wall. I added in this door. I need to move these stairs, obviously. And I went ahead and put in, there's an actual name for this patio thing that comes on the outside of windmills. I can't think of the name of it right now. But I went ahead and installed this and put the handle up to the roof cap. Did y'all know that in medieval windmills, that the actual whole cap of the windmill would rotate? I didn't know that. I learned that. The whole entire thing rotates. They would like grab this handle and pull and turn the whole thing around. That's why they had these balconies around the edge. That's crazy, but cool. Very ingenious. Hey Dreg! Good morning, welcome in. How are you? Hi, Word Sage. Hello. You actually made it to a live stream. Good to see you here. Are you at work? You're probably still working, aren't you? I tried to catch your live stream the other day, but I was too late. What are you guys up to today? So, let's see, I have my gears here, and then obviously I need to make this a real staircase. This one will be curved too. And this goes up to this floor, and I've added a lot of mechanics up here because once I learned the entire roof rotates. Oh yeah, I got the dome done too. That wasn't done last time. Then I was like, well, how does the roof rotate? And so I learned all about that it's set on like a metal rail, and they had cogs that rotate and make it go around when they turn the thing from the outside. So I created this whole structure to look like it's cogs doing all that. And then I used the water wheel to create this giant wheel, and I put little tabs on it that rotate in here, And this is connected to the actual windmill fans that are outside. So as the wind blows, it turns this, which goes down to the grinder on the next floor down. You're at work, but a notification for your stream, so I didn't miss it this time. Yay! I'm so glad that you were able to make it in. I've really been enjoying watching your streams. Word Sage is like a really chill kind of player, and when he streams, it's like in the evening for me when I'm like ready to relax. It's really nice. And Enshrouded. And then up here is where they pour the flour in, and so I added like a little flaring out flange. And because my tubes are closed, I put a handle on the side of this one too, so you can like open and close it. And so I've got the majority of the mechanics done, I think, for this, and it's time to start doing detailing and like actually fix the rest of my stairs and start doing the decorating. Which I'm looking forward to. I love that part. I started to add a little crane pulley thing here, like so that they could lift up and down the wheat and flour. But then I remembered they're going to be giving us mechanics and logic this year. And so we might actually get like pulley winch systems and that kind of thing. So I'm not going to create one that looks like it's a pulley. I'm going to wait and see if we get actual pulleys, because the game that they have done logic with, I think it was called Portal Knights, had a ton of different kinds of logic, like tons. And so, of course, they'll be making it medieval style, so I'm imagining a lot of pulleys and gears and ropes. For years I've been saying hashtag Valheim rope. We never got it, but we might get it in Enshrouded. Hashtag Enshrouded rope. I'm excited. Thank you, Word Sage. I'm loving this windmill too. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to build a round windmill, but I think it's turned out good. And I was even able to do the tapering as it goes to the top. It gets narrower. I did like a 5-degree slant on all the walls so that it gets narrower as it goes towards the top. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. The Dutch would be proud of that windmill. Just missing tulips. Oh, we don't have tulips. We don't really have anything close to tulips. But thank you. Thank you. I saw one design where the rotating was at the bottom and they rotated the entire windmill. Like, these people were committed. But, I mean, that was their main food source, so they would be committed. This would be like a very important part of the community, right? I made the dome using the straw roof blocks. Yeah. I thought about doing it with like the actual thatch or some kind of terrain material so it would blend better. But because this build is so big, and there's the issue with rendering distance when you use terrain materials for roof, I didn't want the dome completely disappearing when we look at it from a distance, you know? So I went ahead and used the roof blocks for that. So, and I've started doing a little bit of landscaping just because I wanted to keep doing stuff, but I wanted to wait and do my next set of rounded stairs on stream. I'm also starting a path back this way, and I'm going to add in... I mean, I built all this ground up. This was shrouded, nothing back here. I'm going to add a bridge in here, going back here. And this is where their house is going to be, is back here. I'm going to try and make it look a little less terrifying. I'll have to cover up the view of the shroud. I said I would try and make it nice for them, so I've started putting in walls just to give an idea. I might put an arch bridge going over this way too. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Because like my main house is back here and some of that stuff. But I don't know, this is kind of like my tree farm. I don't know that they need a bridge for that. I'll probably put one here is what I'll do. Because this road already kind of comes here. And I just put up a fence so you don't walk into the creek. So I'll probably do that. I'm trying to, you know, keep everything connected and do different height levels and everything. So this definitely gives some height on this side of the village. There wasn't anything really tall over here on the like farming side. So I think that's good. Gives it some variability. So I have a couple different ideas for what I could do these stairs with. I have the boreal wood used for the doors and for that trim where it connects, and then I have the rough wood used. What's it called? Yeah, rough wood block for the top. So I'm thinking I could use one of those. Although I'm kind of okay with something that looks a bit more worn to give a bit more color contrast. Let me sit these down real quick just to get stuff out of my inventory. I'll position them later. I still need to do the rest of the support arches too. I was playing with a couple different ideas up there for under the platform. I think I like the one that is the fine wooden handrail because it looks more substantial. But the simple wooden handrail kind of matches the style of that more, so I haven't decided entirely yet. Let me know if you have a preference on which one you think looks better. I think the thicker one might show up better from a distance, but I don't know if that's significant of a difference to matter, really. So, I'm thinking I might... You like the smaller handrail better? Okay. Yeah, I was kind of leaning that way, but then I didn't know if I should do something bulkier. But I don't think it really needs bulky. I want to distract from the whole thing, right? Yeah, I'm probably going to go that route. It looks more like the windmills in the UK. Cool. A lot of my thought processes kind of around that idea, just because most of the medieval stuff is from that area that I see. So I was thinking that this staircase should probably be substantial. Like, I don't think I want to use the little tables or even the small bedside tables. A lot of times I use these for the carved wooden nightstand for circular stairs. They work really well for that. I use the low crude wooden shelf in that second floor up there to give it a bit more width. But I might go even as big as using a full-size table out here, because I'm thinking it would be a substantial staircase, right? This is where they're carrying all the big sacks of stuff in and out. So one possibility I think is the wooden table. And then one possibility is the boreal wooden table. Ooh, my tree has gotten big. I planted something there to have something other than the view of the shroud building in the background. So I'm thinking one of these two, so the steps are bigger and more substantial. I don't know that I've ever made a staircase out of either one of these. I like the wood of this a lot. I just love that wood in general. I'm not real sure about for the stairs it having that middle piece in the center. And then again, which kind of wood is it matching? Let's get at a distance and look at the colors. The temporary stairs that are there now kind of match the plain wooden table. And that kind of ties in with the balcony. I keep calling it a balcony. I don't remember what they actually called those things. So that would bring that color in at another level too. Excuse me, and give it a bit more contrast. I'm sipping on tea for my throat because my throat's kind of irritated today for some unknown reason. I think I'm gonna start at trying with this one. And if I don't like it, I can always take it down. Usually when I do curving stairs, I start from the bottom and work my way up. This makes it a bit challenging when I have a specific place that I want to end up at. I should find a technique for doing it from the top to down. I don't know that y'all want to see me fiddling with figuring all that out though. So let's get this out of the way. Since I've not built with one of these before, I don't really even have a way to estimate how far out it's going to come when it goes down. Let's put in a temporary floor here. Has some scaffolding so it's flat. Use my yellow luminescent blocks. Give me a little bit of light while we're doing it. Okay, so try to start. I'm going to put on fine tuning. It would be nice if it ended out just completely straight like that. Although not necessary. We'll see if that works. Let's see how many clicks down I need to go to be able to step up onto this easily. So I'm going to do Q right click. I'm going to count my clicks down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if that works. Yep. Easy peasy for starting. Why did I do it there? I should have put it where I was trying to start at. Oh, I don't think it's going to be coming out at exactly 90 degrees because I want it to end up on this wall, so that's not actually, I want it to line up here. So it would be more like this. How far in do I go? One of the good things about how I did these walls is that it is a little bit thick, so I have a little bit of forgiveness in phasing things. It's always handy. That's part of why I changed what I did the wood on the top too, because I was going to use the alchemist board for the walls up there. But it was very unforgiving for phasing and doing round and angled in at 5 degrees both. It was just too much of a pain. So I'm just going to guesstimate this because that's pretty much all I can do right now. So I want it to end, I want it to come off there, maybe a little bit lower, like right at the edge. Well, it wouldn't be up to the exact door framing. Turn that a tad. I think I'm gonna not phase it a whole lot. Okay, now I'm on it. Let's see, I'm gonna put my cursor while I'm standing on this up till it just pops up, just barely. And then we're going to do fine rotation. Should we do 1 or 2? I rotated my walls 4 at a time, but of course this is a different size. Let's try 2. Let me see if I stand back like I was on the previous step, then I'm angled in a bit more so I can get a little bit farther to that edge. Pop up. And then I'm going to go until that right front corner is just at the wall. Can still, whoops, what did I do? I walked too far over. Still works. Alright, let's try it with this pattern and see how far we get. I don't think I'm going to be rotating it that much every time though, because parts of the wall are flat. Step up. Let's rotate. Do 1 here. This may not be a consistent pattern actually this time because it may just not be. Usually if I was doing a round or a curve or a spiral staircase, I would do a consistent count. But because I kind of created these round walls, I might just have to go with what it is. Creative idea to use the tables. Thank you. I like using props to create custom things. Furniture and builds and all kinds of stuff. Oops, one step below. That's my biggest desire, is for them to give us more of the props that are in the world. That's the one thing that tempts me more than anything to use a mod. Is to get all the props that they're taunting us with. Can I do 2 rotations there? It's either going to be 1 or 2. Or none, if I'm on a flat section. Looking at that angle, let's go with 1 because I'm getting pretty close to that angle. I have a feeling this is off and not gonna work, but how often does it work the first time, really? Not often. I think it'll probably be close, but I think we're not gonna be tall enough. I'm gonna end up underneath that. Pretty close, actually. Oh my god. Is that actually gonna work? What are the freaking odds? It actually works. Holy cow. First time? I don't think that has ever happened before. Need to pretty it up so it doesn't look like a bunch of tables stacked, obviously, but... What? Come on, man. Y'all are good luck. I don't think I've ever had a custom staircase like that work the first time without having to redo the measurements. You do it once, learn, and then try again, right? Thank you. What? Oh, it's a deer sleeping. I was like, what's in the road? I think I like that color too, because that table color is kind of in between, actually, the top color and the boreal color. So it kind of ties it together. I always get it different angles and distances away to see how things are looking. I think I like it. if I've seen a sample picture where it has a staircase like that on the outside, but I wanted to do one. I like it. I'm wondering if I should make this platform up here. I made this big because I'm thinking they'd have room to do stuff. Maybe I should make it smaller so it's not hanging over the edge. Bring it back in. And then I'll need to add railing here. Do I have any railing on me? Not straight ones. I'll have to go get some. I'm so excited that that worked the first time. I literally think that has never happened to me. Maybe other people do it all the time, but let's get a railing to match our balcony up there. And then I'll decide how to fix the bottom of the stairs. So they don't look so silly. If I go that far, is it gonna stick through the wall? Probably so. Yeah. Bring it back a notch. Actually, I'll just turn off snapping and blend it into these two posts so it looks more like an even pattern. Turn snapping back on. I could put a post there. I may put a support beam there. Kind of seems like that would make sense to have some kind of support under that. It wouldn't just be floating, would it? So I need to put some support struts underneath there. And I need to think about what I want to do at the bottom of the staircase. What do I want to do at the bottom of the staircase? I could see if, I don't know, it would be too convenient if these actually fit along the side of it. Certainly they won't work. Let's see if I turn snapping off. Could put it on the side. Like it kind of phased in there a little bit. If I put it to the very front, if I put that first beam just off the edge, it does make my walkway more narrow of what I can do on the stairs. Now we need to lift this up. It's making the back one too tall. Yeah, I mean the odds of that working would be crazy. I could rotate the whole thing back, which would then make the front beam not be at 90 degrees up and down. But I might be able to cover that up with a post. Let's look at it and see. The scary thing of working with so many props in one place is that you pick up the wrong thing. And you're like, oh, how did I do that? So if I tilt it, degrees. I'm going to bring it right to the edge, I think. It's not always going to be totally consistent, though. Well, let me rotate it a tad. And then lift it up. So that's a 10-degree tilt. That one needs to rotate more, maybe. Still gives me quite a bit of walking room. Fingers crossed. Good, that was the right one. The problem is that if you rotate while you're tilted, everything can end up wonky. So I have to tilt it back to 90 degrees and then rotate. Is one enough? Probably. So I'll go ahead and tilt 10 degrees again. Pull them together. That looks better. Rotates with it. I wonder if I can do this from on the stairs, because I'm not going to be able to keep reaching. It's hard to tell the depth when you're on the stairs, but let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to tilt back, rotate in one. And then tilt 10 degrees. Okay. back, rotate on one, tilt again. Whoops, wrong way. I wonder if I need to rotate too. It's hard to tell from this angle. Tilt straight again. Rotate in one. I feel like I need to rotate in two. I might shoot it for that last one as well. See if it looks all wonky when we're done. Yeah, see, I'm going off the edge, trying to get them lined up now. This last one should have been rotated in twice. So let's get rotated to the same degree as the previous one. That's same, I think. So we'll rotate in two at this level. Return our tilt. I think that's better. That's still on the edge of the stair. Okay. Move the tilt. Rotate two. Tilt back. Line it up. Okay. Whoops, wrong way. Get rid of the tilt. Rotate two. Tilt again. This is funky now. I'm gonna have to change my height because change my angle too. I hate it when the little arrows get in my face. It's not my favorite thing. No, hate is a very strong word. Just do one more so the banister has the same pattern. Okay. Lowdown! How you doing, friend? Good to see you. It's been a beat. What have you been up to? My tilt is saying -1 degree, which is weird. I don't know why it's doing that. But we're gonna keep going. I feel like that rotated in too much for this curve. I'm coming way in on the step now. I want to only do one rotation on this one. That's better. Hi, Gent One. How are you today? Slow down, not much. Just getting spring stuff done around the place. Ooh. That sounds exciting to me. I could be weird. What kind of spring stuff? Just like spring cleaning, or are you like getting spring yard stuff or farm stuff, or what all are you doing for spring? I'm just happy that spring is here myself. I do not like cold weather. If it gets below 60 degrees Fahrenheit, I wear a parka. Like, I'm not messing around. Hey, Mr. Concrete Joe, how are you? The mill is coming along. I'm actually pretty happy about it. I'm super excited that my curved staircase worked the first time. That's a record. When has that ever happened? Let me get this fence piece in and I'll back off so you can see. Alright, what was I doing? I need to finish putting my tilt. Everything's getting funky on my numbers on the right. I don't know why. I need to rotate. I need to zoom out and get perspective on this one. I think, yeah, 2 rotates there. And then tilt 10 degrees. And I'm gonna need to bring this one down with Q. Ah! I hit it completely off. It's fine. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just raise it up again. I don't know that I want it to I don't want it to have that same up angle. See, this is where it's gonna get funky. Because I am not following the rules of the game. So, I could either have it look different for that top step there. Like this. And put a post on the corner. Or I could try to use the straight edge rail to compensate between the two with a post in the corner. I think that's going to work better because if I do this one, it's going to change the pattern from all the way up the stairs. Whereas, let me get out of all my curving and everything. If I use a straight one, I can fake it. I need to put a post there in the corner. Maybe not. Maybe I could just do it with this. Angle in one. No, let's go back to, whoops, fine tuning so I can rotate a smaller amount. Get up here so I can see better. If I get those corners to line up just right, then it'll look like I did it on purpose, which I did. I'm doing it on purpose right now. It's not like this is an accident. It's purposely made this way, right? Let's try that. What do you think? Not bad? Not bad? Is it gonna work? It looks like a stair rail. Imagine that. It's got the same pattern going all the way up. I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Yeah, yard and cleaning, yeah. I've started getting out into the yard and trying to get some stuff done. I'm trying to get back into gardening again. I didn't really do any gardening last year. I was a bum when it came to gardening. But I already got a blueberry bush started this year. And I think I'm going to start some purple sweet potatoes too. There you go, Mr. Concrete. There's a view of it. I think it's coming together nicely. I love it when a plan comes together. That's from an old show. Dating myself. Okay, I think I like that. Are we okay with that color? It matches the balcony up top. So it gives me some consistency across. Add a bit more greenery in. I still have to do all the landscaping and stuff, but I've started it. I mess with it. I fiddle around on one thing and flip to another sometimes. Okay, I think that looks good. I need to decide what I'm going to do about how the bottom of the stairs look. Because right now they look very hanging and unfinished. I think minimally we're going to need some support beams. I could use the same stone as the base of the windmill to support that balcony on the bottom. Thank you so much, Lowdown. I'm super excited about it. I have gotten way into learning how windmills work and learned all kinds of stuff I did not know. You're going to start your seeds soon. Jalapenos, tomatoes, maybe some string beans and squash. You're making me hungry. Making me hungry. I mean, not for the jalapenos, honestly. But my family would be very happy with that. I can't do really spicy. I mean, I do a little bit of spicy, but my boys, man, they'll eat fire. It's crazy. I love me some squash, though. I got some squash from a farmer's market a few years ago called, what was it called? Pie pan squash. It was so freaking good. And I've never found it since. I feel like I should look like online and see if I can find seeds for it and grow it. They were little squashy squash. Looked like a smushed pumpkin. And they were very, very buttery. Just their natural flavor tasted buttery. I loved them. I don't know that I can get a stone column underneath that without it going off the edge. Down where my path is going to be. Let's see. Whoops, I should mute my phone. Let's see, yeah, if it was... It's gonna go in, even, let's see, if I set it in one, back here. Nope, don't fall in the canal. I'd have to do 2 of them, of course, 1 on each end. You like it hot? Lots of people do. I like lots of flavor. Just only so much heat I can do. I could build up the stone and make it look like that is being supported by the stone foundation, but is that gonna get in the way of me doing my path? There's not a huge amount of space here to do my walking path and bridge. It's a big old hole in the stone I can fill up. I'm using Revelwood stone even though I'm not in the Revelwood because I like the look of it. And the Revelwood ground texture is lovely too, so I use a lot of that. I'm turning this part of the Springlands into Revelwood. Maybe I should build my bridge first so I can see if it would work. I think it would work. If I keep... Ah! Get out of the canal. If I keep the, sorry, let me mute my phone. People are very determined right now, but I saw them pop up and it's not any kind of emergency or anything. Stop it! I'll chat with you later. Okay. Do I even want that heavy of a column there? That's adding like a major architectural thing on the side of the building. If I add that big of a support column. Let's look at it from a distance. Do you stream every day around this time? My usual day to stream is Wednesdays around this time. Sometimes I'll do other days, particularly Thursdays sometimes. I won't this week. This week I'll be out of town tomorrow. But Wednesday is my usual streaming day. I usually only stream 1 day a week because most of what I do is videos, guides, and tutorials, and news, and that kind of thing. But I enjoy streaming, so I try and do it once a week, if not more, depending on what's going on that week. I've never gotten a huge following while I'm live, so technically as far as the channel is concerned, it's not a good use of my time. But I enjoy it, so I just do it because I want to. My wife is a big fan of yours. Female representation in gaming is definitely a big factor for her, so I am glad I can join you. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's true. We are the rare bird. The windmill wheel looks like it's undercompensating. You're funny. Yeah, I do have a lot of like Bellwright guides too, and somebody tagged me in the Bellwright Discord the other day because somebody was saying, I don't understand this, I need help, and I don't know, something came up about girls in gaming or women or whatever, and the person was like, yeah, right, like a girl would be interested in this game. And all these people were like, excuse me, the best guides for this game are made by a girl. I was laughing. Made me giggle. I have a shirt in my merch shop about being a girl gamer, and it says, it has a picture of a girl gamer and a giant dragon, and it says slaying dragons and stereotypes. I wear it all the time. Okay, I digress. Do I want the giant column there? Is that too much? Or does it look okay? Anybody have an opinion? Well, Mr. Concrete, that's their issue, obviously. Everybody's got something. No column, you think? It does, it definitely adds a different look. It makes it look side heavy in a way. I think I could do more like angled support beams onto the building. You know what I mean? Whoops, I took out rubber wood stone. That's not what I meant to do. I forgot that was the last thing I did with my undo button. Put that back. That's probably it. Okay, let's take this column out and see how it looks more with like angled wooden support beams onto the side of the build. I could use, well, I was thinking about using these as the supports under the balcony up top. I could use them also for the supports here. Would that be sturdy enough? I mean, I'll do multiple ones from out here going all the way back. I think that might work. Let's give me something to stand on over here and reach it better. I took all my glowing support panels out yesterday. I had so many things floating around this. It was not even funny. It lit up like Christmas time. Okay, let's do my metal block. I like metal block for scaffolding because I'm not using it one for light. It has good countable blocks in case I need them. I would probably have the beam matching right under that beam. I think before I do that, I would have just a line of additional support under here. Would that be thicker? Maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm not actually an engineer or an architect. Let's do it just with these and see what it looks like. Line it up with that column above. And I'll sink this one down. That's not going all the way there. I'm going to need a third one, which means it's going to come back way far. Or come down way far. Although, that doesn't matter a huge amount because there's not going to be anything else here. Doesn't matter, right? Can't sink far enough from there. Let's go down a level. So I can sit on this one. It's getting hard to see. Let's take this out. Oh, that's still not far down enough. Go down farther. I'm trying not to get into that wall if I can avoid it, because sometimes it's weird and it will take out other blocks, and I don't want to take out blocks from my wall. It's pretty darn spot on right there. Not bad. Definitely looks more supported. Hello. Are you busy baking bread today? She runs the bakehouse next to the mill. I think that could work. It's giving it support without looking like a whole other big giant stone structure. And it doesn't interfere with my walking path and bridge down here at all. Let's do the other side. It didn't end up needing to count. This corner is different, so how far did I go in? just inside the corner ledge, right there. But how high? I should have left that first one up so I could come over even from it. Let's see if I can put a measurement bar so I make sure I'm at the same height. For where that starts. Right there. That is not right. Let's try that again. One. I'm gonna fall off this platform. There. Where is this? It's on the right end. No! No, it's in the way. Get out of the way. Grr. Alright, let me figure out the height and then I'll take it out. Is that the same? I think that's about the same. So it was 10, but it'll keep it in since they changed that. And I said I was just in from that corner lip, right? Right about there. Approximately. That corner is different, so. Another support up here. Lower down. And mesh the main poles together, yeah. That. And the angle is different because I'm at a different part of the curve. Let's bring you down. We're gonna phase in. Ugh. My support is not working. Can I do it from down there? Can I do it the other way up? I can't go all the way to that one. It has to be the second one or else it'll be going through the wall. Let's see if I can change my angle and get it. No. I need one more support block to sit on. Right in there. Is that the right spot? Let's see. Yes. Come down to the same height. Just gonna make sure that didn't go through the wall. It's on the first floor. don't see it. Cool beans. Alright. I think that works. Hi, Speedmaker. Can you see my map? Sure. This is the Springlands Ancient Spire. And I am west of it. You can actually see the Ancient Spire right there. I built at Woodguard and, well, what was this called originally? I don't remember, and my icons cover it up on the map. Like high change, yeah. Oh, like high chance. What? Can I get the strongest two? Where can I get the strongest two-hand sword? Like high chance. I don't know. Honestly, I don't play with two-handed swords. Sorry. But, anywhere that you find a legendary chest, it could be a two-handed sword, it could be a wand, it could be anything like that. What the item is that's in it changes. It's the level that stays the same if it's a legendary chest. So if you find the location of any legendary chest, when you step back in after being gone for a half an hour, it'll be a completely different item, but it'll still be legendary level. Harvest Homestead, that's right. Thank you. Yeah. So my house is at Harvest Homestead. And I rebuilt the house brick by brick because I didn't like what it was made of. And then I've extended all the way over to Woodguard. I started here because of the massive farm. And I farmed everything in the game, and now I'm starting to cut down. I'm trying to cut down on how much farming I have because I don't need 2 and 3 rows of every plant, especially since I'm at the point now where I use resource worlds because I've already gotten everything. Do I have all the blocks unlocked? Yes. I have all the blocks. So the main part of my village, the town square and Main Street and everything, is over here, which was Woodguard. So I tore down the cathedral that used to be here, and that's where I put my Main Street. Nothing's finished yet, of course, but I need to do videos on each of these buildings. This is Ramon's bookshop. Hello. This is the alchemist shop. I couldn't come in the alchemist shop until this morning because I have this bug where every time I came near the alchemist shop, my world would go into slow motion, like the Matrix. And I would have to hard quit the game to get out. And apparently, it has something to do with placement of NPCs. So I called the alchemist out and am making her stand in one place so that I can continue working on Main Street.
Hi.
So I'm doing like a different shop for each NPC and the sub NPCs and even just the townspeople. I've been like doing a lot of research on medieval villages and what kinds of workers and places they had there. Where's Elio? Are you upstairs at your house? So a lot of these shops, then the people live upstairs over their shop. I feel like I'm about to have a coughing fit, so if I go mute, that's what's happening. And then this part over here, I'm gonna do like a huge bank at the end there. Maybe like a Gringotts type thing. Excuse me. And I'm adding in different stalls and stuff out here in Town Square. I have a lot more to add. This was all shroud over here behind the inn. And I wanted more building space, so I completely filled it up with ground. And I'm going to make this a whole nother section of the town. Just barely started working on, that's going to be like town hall. Playing with ideas there. And I have a third altar placed over there, but I haven't built anything over there. I just put it there for now because they added a pond over there, so I'm super excited about having a pond included. It's the coffee shop. And this is the jail. There's the pottery. This is the jail and the archer's nest up top of the tower. And I wanted to have a curved walkthrough, but I also wanted to be able to get out, so I left a hole in the middle here in my tunnel. I like adding arches and brown. I like adding brown stuff in general because we're not supposed to be able to do it. And then this is the water reservoir. I've just started figuring out how I want it decorated. So, I mean, these custom columns. I think it needs more around it, though. Got my water aquifer coming from the waterfall over there. And this is the stable. I know we don't have horses, but I wanted a stable. In hopes someday it could happen. It's possible. What level am I at? 42. What is the brick called with the wood supports in it? There's two of them. The standard one you actually get here at Woodguard at the top of the cathedral. Let me look at the name of it. Well, there's actually three because there's this brick one too. That have the wood supports. So there's this one, the half-timbered shell limestone block. That's what the Seafood Tavern is made out of, and you don't get that until you get to the water biome. Then the conifer wood block also has the support struts. You get that one in the mountains. This is the standard one, the half-timbered block. You've probably seen that the most. And that's the one that you get at Woodguard in the top of the cathedral. Unless, did they move that? I don't remember. I think it's still there. Either that or the roof that goes with it. I don't remember. It's been a while. And then this one is the brick timbered block with the wood supports. The red brick one. This one. Okay, so that's the brick timbered block. And you get that one in the mountains. I really like that one. It's very pretty. That's what this one is. I like it. I was messing around a little bit this morning with putting in more of my water system. I started adding channels over here to have water going underneath. Still have so much to do. I added in a fish stall. Who's hiding in the box? Oh, it's a bird. A little stall for fresh fish. I put chickens around the town square because I read that they had chickens and animals running all over town. It was just part of the way things were. It's like, well, that's cool. And it makes it feel more alive, having stuff running everywhere. This is the Seafood Tavern. This is the one that you don't get that block until you get to the water biome. I know, right? I really like that one. I like how the Seafood Tavern turned out. I have a whole story going on with this tavern too, with the people working in the kitchen downstairs. There's like a secret door. And Hubs was like, oh, your workers would be so mad at you having to open and close that all the time to bring food. So I created this magical system where there's a magical chest there. And they put the food in this magical chest and it teleports upstairs. So they don't have to constantly do that. But the workers down here are sus, as you can tell. And I wouldn't recommend eating food from this place because they have a mess going on down here. Something's not right with these people. But anything from the grill upstairs, I'm sure, is fine. Close the gate. They're always leaving the doors open. There's a little bathroom in there. And then I have this circular staircase going up the tower to the second floor. It was so hard not to make this just like a mead hall. It kind of is. There's the overlook, and here's the captain's office area. And there's a couple bedrooms over here for people that can't afford the inn or they just got drunk and want to spend the night. And then the captain lives upstairs. He owns the seafood restaurant. This is his place. I love this stove. It's one of my favorite little things. I love doing little detailing stuff like that. And this is his bedroom and his bathroom. I'm kind of trying to strategically avoid showing you certain areas because I have some guides coming out. And then upstairs he has a rooftop garden that reminds him of home. Very tropical feel because he's from the water biome. Plants and the sun deck. The skylight to his kitchen. So it's making progress. Still lots to do. Ah, but look, see? The render distance is the issue. Like, you can't see a lot of the windmill from here. Makes me sad. Hopefully they'll get that worked out. I have ox and stuff up there, but it's just a temporary barn. It's nothing fancy up there on the mountain yet. There's the windmill. So, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the bottom side of those stairs. I wonder if that tree is a little bit too big for there. I don't know. It might be fine. Kind of want to put in a little bridge too. I could duplicate the tables upside down from the bottom to make it just look more solid. Or I could just put like a straight flat angle along the bottom of them to make it look more smoothed out. I'm not sure which way I want to do it. I'm going to think about it a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to work on my path and my bridge here until I get a better thought of how I want to do that. So I could do just a straight bridge here. Probably give it a little bit of an arch. What do I want to build this bridge out of? Let's go look at some parts. I could have it match the bridge that's over here by the waterfall, or by the water wheel. Be similar colors too. But maybe use the windmill matching side rails. Hi, Barry. Excuse me. Can y'all hear the TV in the background? Attacker is over there watching animes. Do I not have any more of those shells over here? Could use these. I really like that crisscross support though on those other ones. I think I want to use that. Let me go look at all the storage stuff I have over here at the town square. Or I could make it a stone bottom. Actually, I can make it the same stone that I used on the bottom of the windmill, so it would kind of match. That would kind of make sense. It would coordinate with the windmill above. I think I might try that. I'm going to take a couple of these posts in case I decide I need those on that staircase, although it lined up pretty well. These are the ones that I used for that first. Oh, I had some of them with me. The low crude wooden shelf is with the arched bridge by the water wheel is. Do I have any others? Doors over here. No. Let me grab them. I'm gonna try that first. See if it looks like it coordinates well or if it's too matchy-matchy. Don't want to get too matchy-matchy. Limestone. Wait. My throat is starting to bother me more. Drink more of my throat tea. Okay. Could keep it pretty high. Coming from this level. Doesn't cut into the stone there, which is good. Get up, get up, get up. I think that would be a good height for the bridge. Really, it could just be a straight bridge there. Doesn't have to be arched. Unless I just want it to be a slight arch. I didn't count how many that was. It's around 30. So around 15 would be the middle. So if we have 8, 16, around there would be about the middle, approximately. It doesn't have to be exact because I'm going to be adjusting terrain as well, but in general. But go back. That would be the right edge. I don't want it to come up. Welcome to the channel. Where did it go? I didn't see it. Oh, ciao. Thanks for the sub. Excuse me. Boy, my throat today. I'm probably talking a little bit less at this point because my throat is kind of wearing out. Deepen builder thought. It's good enough. And then if I wanted to use this for the bottom, make the top tilted over to 90 degrees to start with. And that's about the center. I don't want it to have a big curve. Maybe like to the second row up. That'd be high enough, I think. And then I'll tilt down, I think one. Tilt down one. And then we're gonna phase this into the ground. There. Let's do the same on the other side. Tilt over 90, and then one more. Oh, why you gotta be like that? I could do it the other way. Yeah. Let's go the other way so I don't have to worry about that point hitting where it lines up at. Where my little dot is. Okay, one tilt, 5 degrees. I'm gonna fall off this thing. One more tilt. See if I can get it from here. Don't fall. Tilt one more. And go down. Excuse me. Right there. Okay. It's a nice gentle curve going all the way across. I like it. I like it. Excuse me. And then I'll probably go in with some others. Excuse me. And grab some tea. I might go in with some others just so that I don't have that regular pattern of the knobs showing. I can also use some of the block itself here and there, above or below, coming through like this, and then use my decay tool. And it'll give it less of a standard texture. start first with some of these. Because this has some thickness, it makes it easier to be able to phase down a little bit, up and down. And get more of that irregular pattern look. Come out a tad. I don't like how that's gonna look on the edge though. I think I'll probably use the blocks more than phasing these together for this purpose. Let's look how this is gonna look on the side. Probably have a little bit of stone underneath, right? Showing. Oops, wrong one. That was weird. Said the wrong button. Good. On to the other side. Tilt the other way. One or two more. Need to tilt again. Whoa! It's okay. I'm fine. I'm just in a hole. Get up. And the last one. Cool. Big curvy walking bridge. I think I do like it using the same side rail and stuff as the windmill. I think it coordinates. I don't think it's too matchy-matchy. So that's good. Yeah, I think that's pretty. And the curve around the windmill with the curved bridge on the side. And the round windmill. I just got all kinds of curviness and roundness going on over here. Love it. And adding another layer. Or level, rather. Excellent. Keep trying to find more and more ways to add curves and circles and stuff. Arches. I love arches. Okay. I'm going to type in the chat hashtag feet have arches, right? It's like a dad joke. There's this little channel over here that is currently playing Enshrouded, and he always gets super excited when he gets anyone to raid. I raided him the other day. It was the first time I think he ever got a raid. But let's go stop by and say hi and make his day. I like raiding little tiny channels. It's so fun. Type in chat, hashtag Kristi raid, and at least tell him hi. And thanks for joining me today, and I'm going to keep working on the windmill, and we'll definitely be showing you guys more of it. I appreciate all of your ideas. Are there item stands? Yes. There's different kinds of item stands. There's like things that hold food, and there's things that hold weapons, and then there's mannequins that hold armor. So it depends on what kind of item you want to put on it, for sure. But I am going to bounce out because my throat is giving out. Meet me over here at Zappa Geeks and type hashtag Kristi Ray. Yes, for display potions too. Yes. I'll meet you guys over there. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for all the likes, and thanks for all the subs. Until next time, happy gaming.